One thing we discovered in our motorhome for some reason is there was no provision to have any storage space here underneath the dinette. And if we open up the dinette itself, we found that they had actually screwed this top in, and we have actually removed the screws. And when we open this up, we find that there's nothing in there. Now it looks like there's maybe an access hatch to the slide out mechanism, or maybe, I don't know what's done in there, but we just figured, let's just make this top removable. And so I kind of had some ideas about how to make this top screw down, because I kind of want to have the top have the provision of being screwed down, so that if we get into I don't know, I shouldn't say an accident, but if we get into some situation where we're bouncing around, the thing we don't want to happen is all the stuff come out of here. So I bought a couple different kinds of hardware, some clips and things, and then my wife just says, well, why don't you just put Velcro on it? And I thought, well, that's a pretty good idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to Velcro around the periphery here. You may wonder why we're not putting a hinge here and just allowing the hinge to tilt the base up. Well, the problem is, right around here you have a radius, and it's not high enough to clear the bench top, plus it's inset, so the bench should only come up to about 60 or 70 degrees, which wouldn't be fully open unless we moved the hinge out farther like that, which means then I would have to build some more support structure for the carcass, and that just seemed to be too much work. So that's why we're going to just put Velcro around here, and that should be enough. I mean, if we're careful when we pull the bench out, the bench top out, we shouldn't get too many scrapes or dings on anything. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put some self-adhesive Velcro on here, and then I've got a staple gun that's left over from actually doing upholstery on our boat. It's a pneumatic nailer stapler, and as luck would have it, I have some leftover stainless steel staples, which probably isn't going to matter inside here, but out in a boat where you have an exposed cockpit and things, then you definitely would want stainless steel staples for the upholstery. So anyway, without any further ado, we're going to put some self-adhesive Velcro on here, and then we're going to tack it down with some staples. Okay, so the Velcro is pretty straightforward. It's just got this self-adhesive back, and we're just going to take the backing off real quick. Boy, hopefully the stuff will stick to the wood as good as it's sticking to itself here. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of, with eyeball here, just kind of lay this in. Yeah, it's sticking pretty good right here. And there we go, just like that. Okay, I'm just going to continue on with this. Okay, I'm just going to staple it here about every 6 inches. It's kind of cheap and it's got an air leak, but now it works. Okay, just like the other side, we're gonna just do the Velcro on the bottom. But right now, what I want to do is measure the sides so that I get the Velcro in the right spot. There we go. Okay. So again, I'll just put this on here and then we'll staple it. And this time though, I have to change out the staples in my gun because I was using 1/2-inch staples and this is barely 1/2 inch, so I don't want them to poke through. There we go. There's the first piece. There we go. And again, about every 6 inches. Well, I tell you, having air tools and power tools sure beats having to do this by hand. Well, this compressor is going to kick off here in a minute. You're no longer going to be able to hear me. So we'll see you back in the RV here in a little bit.
Okay, go.
Okay, here's
What?
here's the finished project. So again, we're going to let this just set it 24 hours stuck together without any stress on it. And basically, there we go. And yeah, it's fine. Okay, then. Okay, we got the everything in here. So now we just make the couch again. There we go. So now we have some storage underneath here whenever we need it, and just reclaim a little bit of space. Not really sure why they didn't do something like that from the factory, but they didn't. They just put 4 screws in it, so we just gave us some more room to put stuff.